I'm Sarah Schick.
And I'm DB Granera.
And we're about to show you what the average college student at ASU knows about chronic illnesses. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you think you know about chronic illnesses, 1 being nothing at all and 5 being an expert?
3.
Okay. Do you know anyone who has a chronic illness?
Yes.
With your knowledge, how much do you think having a chronic illness would physically affect you on a scale of 1 to 5 again, 5 being the worst and 1 being not at all?
I'd say a 3.
Okay. And then, again, on your knowledge, how much do you think having a chronic illness would affect you mentally? So, on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the worst and 1 being not at all.
I think it depends on the chronic illness. I mean, if it's a mental chronic illness, then obviously it'd affect you more mentally.
Right.
Such as like bipolar disease or something. But if it's a more physical chronic illness, such as celiac disease, I don't think it could affect you quite as much. So maybe a 2.
Alright. And then my last question is, if you had an opportunity to help, give money or donations or volunteer, would you help? For chronic illnesses, would you help them? Or would you do your... Yeah?
I would say yes, I'd be more inclined to help based off of who I know personally who has a chronic illness. So I think that helps a lot.
Alright, thank you. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 5, how do you think you know what a chronic illness is? 1 being nothing at all, and 5 being an expert.
4.
Do you know anyone with a chronic illness?
Yes.
Really? How much do you think it would affect you mentally on a scale of 1 to 5?
5.
And then our last question is, given an opportunity, would you donate money or volunteer to help chronically ill children?
Yes.
If you had an opportunity to help out chronically ill children, such as like fundraisers or volunteering or something, would you take that opportunity?
Yeah.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you think you know about chronic illnesses, 1 being nothing at all and 5 being expert?
Chronic illnesses? Probably like 1.
Okay. And do you know anyone with a chronic illness?
Not that I know.
Do you know anyone with diabetes or asthma or anything?
Cancer? Yeah, asthma.
Then you probably also have a chronic illness. On your knowledge, and more of a drastic scale, how much do you think a chronic illness would affect you physically, 1 being never in pain and 5 feeling like you can't leave the house ever?
I guess it kind of depends on how bad you have it. So I'd say probably about 3 or 4, probably,
And
depending
then
on how bad it is.
Now, last question is, if you had opportunity to donate or volunteer with chronically ill children, would you take the opportunity?
Yeah, probably.
On a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you think you know about a chronic illnesses? On a scale of from 1 being not at all and 5 being expert.
Like 2.
Okay. Do you know anyone with a chronic illness?
Maybe?
Do you know
one of my parents' friends. Like, oh yes.
Okay. Do you know anyone else like closer, like with asthma or diabetes or cancer?
Yeah.
Because those could be considered chronic illness, even if they're not like cancer.
Yeah, it's like not like they're actively dying right now, but yeah, they're
Yeah.
like sick, and I guess it affects their lives.
Yeah. So, in a more serious scenario, how much do you think having a chronic illness would affect you physically? 1 being nothing at all, and 5 feeling a lot of pain.
Probably depends on what it is.
All right. So, if you had to just kind of pick it on more of the dramatic scale, like if you had cancer or something.
Well, that'd be like a 5.
Okay. And then, what about mentally? How do you think that would affect you on a scale of 1 to 5 again?
Probably like a 5.
And then our last question is, if you had the opportunity to help chronically ill children, such as donations or volunteering, would you take the opportunity? Alright. So, on a scale of 1 to 5, how well do you think you know what a chronic illness is?
Chronic?
Yeah. With your knowledge on how much you know about chronic illnesses, how much do you think it would physically affect you on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being nothing at all, and 5 you're in a lot of pain every day?
I guess it depends on the illness. Because with diabetes, I mean, you're not really in pain all the time.
No.
But with cancer, you are sometimes.
Alright, so on a scale of 1 to 5, how well do you think you know what a chronic illness is?
4? I don't know.
Do you know anyone who's chronically ill?
No.
With your knowledge on what you think you have, how much do you think a chronic illness would affect you physically, from 5 being worse and 1 being nothing at all?
4.
And then mentally, in the same scale, 1 to 5, how do you think that would affect you if you had a chronic illness? a scale from 1 to 5, how well do you think you know what a chronic illness is?
4.
Do you know anyone who has a chronic illness?
No, not really.
Were you surprised by the results? Thank you for watching.